Good morning, everybody. Good Wednesday morning. Yes, it is the second day of August. So glad you're out there tuned in to WALT for the two best hours of local live talk radio right here in East Mississippi and West Alabama. Roger B. here saying hi to you, along with this morning we got the whole team. Say hi to Robbie Atkinson.
Hello.
Say, okay. Wait a minute, you do the news right before we come on, don't you?
How are you?
Lauderdale County.
Hello.
No.
How are you doing?
Okay.
Oh, we love her. Come on.
We lovely. Lisa, sorry. Just having
Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
My bad.
And, of course, say hi to, here he is all the way from, the northern part of the county. Say hi to Charles Frazier.
Good morning.
Thanks for stopping in on your way to the office.
You know, it was on the way. Why not? Free coffee.
He's a Yankee of the county. He's from the north part of the county.
Darn Yankee.
Boy, I tell you what, you know, I guess we have a hard time trying to maybe talk about the issues of the city since we don't live in the city. Maybe some people don't think we have room to talk about the city.
We work in the city.
Oh, who cares?
Is that
Just
we can
do it.
Just do it. Okay, all right. We're going to talk about the city. That's
Well,
what
I
we're
spend more time in the city than I do at home, probably.
I was going to say
So
the
I
same
think
thing.
I do actually reside in the city. I may not sleep there, although sometimes I take a little nap
Yeah,
at the
what you-
restaurant. But, you know.
Yeah, what you guys don't know is I have a bunk that I put out here in the room, so I sleep here sometimes.
Well,
yeah.
I think.
Just kidding.
Well,
Doghouse. It's
I
going
do.
to the radio house.
I do happen to know for a fact that during Katrina, I think you did sleep here at the studios.
Slept on the floor for 2 weeks here.
2 weeks.
Yes, sir.
And, of course, running on backup generated power and
Yeah,
keeping the people informed about what's going on around.
Getting gas was fun back then. To keep that generator going.
I got here first. No, I got here first. I got the old fuel wars there.
Yeah.
I got to the pump first. No, it was you know, you think about it. Thank goodness we haven't had anything that tragic here weather-wise for quite some time. So let's hope that trend continues in this hurricane season.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, with 120 degree Gulf Coast temperatures.
Yeah.
Not quite, but 100 degrees, and that's pretty warm.
Well, and that's been my biggest
That's the
worry
fuel.
is how hot it's been. You know, that's just kind of fuel for those big storms. But like I said, knock on wood.
Yeah, but the real big
Yeah.
issue is the surface temperature of the Gulf.
Yeah.
I mean, not
Yeah.
only the ambient air temperature, it's it's very warm. So
Yeah.
that's just fuel for those things.
Well, of course, we have to remind folks one of the good things that came out of Katrina. Well, two good things that came out of the Katrina storm.
Okay.
We got Charles Frazier in Meridian
Yeah.
and Joe from Chunky.
Joe!
Joe, that's a good one right there.
Joe!
Those are two good.
Well, I
things.
brought my family with me actually, so there were I guess 4 good things at that time. Now there's a 5th. So anyway.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So the family
Throw in
followed.
there, right? Well, they just
Did y'all have a
drag
baby
them
after
along.
you had a baby after you got here?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Well, I didn't. Trish did, but I was part of it.
He helped
Don't
out.
get into all that. And anyway, it was getting weird and awkward. Let's change the subject
Change
quickly.
the subject.
On that note, we hit the drunk bumps, and now we're going to the ditch.
I guess
That's right.
I hadn't really thought about it, but you did have a child born in Mississippi.
Yes,
that's
we
pretty
did.
cool. All right. Well, listen, we're certainly glad that the hurricane blew you up here to our neck of the woods, and you're part of it. So that's good. That's a
Definitely.
good thing.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Mornings in Meridian. We're glad you're along with us, and we invite you to be part of our show. There's a lot we can talk about this morning, and we'd like for you to talk about it with us. You've heard the news. Now let's talk about it. 601-485-9191. 601-485-9191. And, of course, this show is brought to you in part by Doc's Toyota. There is no deal like a Doc's deal.
Yes.
That's right. And they're right up the road in Philadelphia, Mississippi. Just a short drive up there. They've got all kinds of 2023 brand new Toyotas. Tacomas, 4Runners, Tundras, Corollas, Highlanders. You name it, Toyota makes it. They've got it, and they've got plenty of them. They also have a huge selection. Huge pre-owned inventory, and they've all been through the rigorous multi-point Toyota inspection process, so you know it's a good quality car. And you can check out all their inventory online at docstoyota.com. Of course, just drive up there and see what they've got as well. They're on Highway 16 West in Philadelphia, Mississippi. Give them a call, 601-600-3786. And what's great about Docs is you can actually rent a vehicle before you purchase. You're thinking about a 4Runner, a Tundra, any of those, and, go rent it for a couple days, drive it around, see if you like it, and then go buy it at Doc's because, as Roger said, there is no deal
like a Doc's deal.
That's exactly right.
All right. Good stuff there, folks. And again, Mornings in Meridian, glad you're out there. Interesting evening last evening, folks.
We want to hear the details of this?
Oh, boy.
What did he do?
I'm not going to share
What bar
all
did you
of
go
them.
to? Oh, okay. Yeah.
No bar.
Oh,
It's just we went out to a little place the family has out in the country on the west side of town, and
You have a country estate?
yeah, not me. No, not me. My family, my in-laws. I have a key. That kind of thing.
So you're the caretaker.
No. Actually, I'm not the caretaker, but I do get to utilize it.
What are you
every now and then.
doing? All right. Okay.
So my wife and I go out there and we
Mm-hmm.
sit on the porch and we watch the blood moon come up, and it was just pretty cool because the place that we go to is elevated. You can kind of look out over the I don't know if you call it the Okeechobee Valley or the Sawashi Valley or whatever valley that Meridian is built in, and you look out over toward Clarkdale and you can see the ridge line there, and we just watched the moon come up. But I saw something that I had never, ever seen before. You've looked up in either the late, early evening skies or maybe morning skies and seen satellites flying overhead?
Sure.
The little light that.
Yeah.
You're watching us.
I look up and I had to actually find out. I had to just pinch myself, make sure I wasn't tripping.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't taking anything.
Whoa.
I wasn't taking anything to
It
be
was
tripping.
in that mushroom soup. Yeah.
But I look up and I see a string of satellites. I mean, in a line.
UFO.
UFOs?
Yep.
I'm telling you, it was like I had never seen it before. I mean, at least a dozen lights all in a single line going across the southern sky.
They're coming.
It's the Chinese. It's probably weather balloons. That's all it was.
It was weird. I was like,
I mean,
because
they
I've
had
never seen that before.
They had the testimony last week, that they found, what do they call them, beings or something, or whatever word they used on those aircraft or whatever. I was like, okay, this is kind of bizarro world, but
Well, I had a choice to. First of all, I thought, well, are these like fighter jets all in a line going across the sky? No, not that. They were really satellite-looking, just little star-looking things, and in a straight line, like a string of pearls, and going across the sky, and it's like, whoa, this is so weird. And then I, made sure that that was water that was in my cup. Anyway,
Put that moonshine in there.
drinking that brown water at night, huh?
so I had an opportunity to either phone a friend or go to Google.
Phone a friend. I hadn't heard that in a while. Regis!
And
Phone
evidently,
a friend, please.
this is SpaceX. This is Elon Musk's satellite. He has put dozens and dozens of satellites in there, and this is one system of satellites that travel in that straight line that I guess are supposed to kind of help augment the lack of cell coverage around the world or something like that. But anyway, it's just one of these days, I'm sure you will look up, or one of these evenings, you'll look up and you'll see this.
Well,
phenomenon.
that's interesting because he
Not
did have
phenomenon,
that.
it's a real thing.
The SAT service that he gave all those satellite phones in Ukraine, and I think that was maybe that's part of the same
Maybe,
system.
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, and you looked up and it was just exactly like, just like like a string of lights you have on your patio, but I mean, they're up
I
in the
don't have
sky.
any on my patio. You got any on your patio?
Just during Christmas.
Okay, Christmas. So like Christmas lights.
Yeah, these weren't multicolored though. These were all
They weren't
white.
like blinking on and off.
No, but it's just
No Christmas carols
speeding
going on.
across the sky. It was probably about close to 9 o'clock, and it was just.
You think they were spying on you? Let's see what Roger's doing.
Well, I saw.
Oh, there he is again on the porch.
I saw a whole bunch of other single satellites going over, so they can see us just anytime they want to, whoever they are.
Yeah.
But evidently, Elon Musk this year has put up a whole bunch of satellites, and
Elon?
if you see a string of pearls going across the sky, and you'll know that's I believe that's what that is. So.
Don't shoot him down.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Anyway, I know this was a long story to get to a short point, but
Yeah. What was the point? I fell asleep halfway through that. Is he done yet?
Bueller.
but I'm just letting you know so that you won't be so shocked if you look up and say, "Wow, what's that?" If you see that.
Hey, Trish. What's that?
Red Dawn 2. Red Dawn 2. Red Dawn
Exactly.
2. They're coming. Get the shotgun.
Get the sleeping bags. We're going to the hills.
You think I can get that light down? Hang on one second. Hold my bear first.
Right. Hold my bear.
Get ready. They just might land right here in the backyard.
We're going to take care of this right now.
Oh man. Okay, so there you go. There's a little celestial update
Wait.
there.
I know what it was.
Oh, okay.
At least one of them. The drone that the Meridian Police Department got.
Oh, that's yeah. Now they lost it. Yeah,
Yeah, they
Darn.
lost it. It got too
Who's
high.
the pilot? Yeah.
Well, I went.
Sorry.
Like I said, there were dozens of lights. I mean, like a dozen lights. So I went and got the binoculars, a telescope, looked up. Lo and behold, it's just basically a bunch of coroner signs that are going through the sky.
Of course,
It's the coroner parade! Yay!
Okay.
So now they're in orbit. Well, at least they're not around here. Yeah.
So they got billboards in orbit now.
Right.
Isn't that amazing?
Isn't that something? It's space
Jeez.
advertising.
Yeah.
6 days, boys.
You know,
6
that's the next
days.
thing. Yeah.
We're getting there.
Count them down.
We're getting there.
What are they going to do with all the signs, though, when they're done?
The thing about it is, I was just thinking 6 days, we're still not going to be done because we're going to have a runoff for that one.
Oh, thanks for the reminder.
Yeah, and then after that, we're going to have to go to a general election.
Oh, no.
Well, it's part. Let's celebrate it. It's part of
That's
the process
true.
of our democracy, folks.
But the one man who's got his feet up just smiling is Clayton Cobbler.
Sipping his tea. Oh, isn't this fun?
I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Anyway, mornings in Meridian. Hope you're having a good one. Give us a call, 601-485-9191. Let us know what's going on. Speaking of our local elections, I guess there was a gathering at Dumont Plaza last night for the Republican candidates. And I think each one of them had a few minutes to say a few things. I personally didn't decide to take the heat and go down there. I just, we've been talking with the candidates here in our station, so in air-conditioned comfort.
Right.
Yeah.
And,
You were doing the satellite gazing.
Well, let's
Ain't doing the
rephrase that. Not all candidates.
Not all.
Yeah. Just the ones who accepted the invitation.
Oh, okay.
Oh, here.
Just wanted to
that's-
clear that up. So,
Oh, on the radio. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, and the invitation is out
Still
there.
open.
It's been out there for the folks that want to be on the show. Now, the point is, I guess the WTOK, our friends on the television side of town, said there were dozens of people that showed up for the Dumont Plaza. I guess you couldn't really have. They call it the stump speeches, but I don't know if you could really give a long speech. You just kind of present yourself or something like that.
Yeah. So many of them.
Anyhow, if you were there and you want to tell us a little bit about what it was like for you, you can give us a call, 601-485-9191.
And just a reminder, folks, speaking of politics, not locally but statewide, we will have both candidates for lieutenant governor on the Republican side here tomorrow. Well, I say the two main contenders for the Republican side of Lieutenant Governor Delbert Hosemann will be on the show at 7:10 tomorrow. Will be giving us a shout there on the talk line. And then Chris McDaniel will be stopping by the studio at 8:30 tomorrow. And that one right there, I don't know if you got more mail yesterday like I did. I got another Delbert Hosemann with one of those
got
little
one of
things.
those, yeah.
I think it's like 9 in a row. I think every day. So yeah, everybody's mailboxes have been flooded with those things. So.
We still have time if we could invite them, and we could set up, since we're doing video now.
Yeah.
We could set up a little mud wrestling pit in the back of the studio back here
Delbert,
behind,
you know,
and just let the guys come in shorts and just kind of have a little fun wrestling in the mud and let them really sling mud at each other.
Delbert's got the height advantage.
Well, he's got the
That's
height,
for sure.
But you know,
I think we ought to do that for all the coroner candidates. I mean, get them all in there. You know what I'm saying?
Who would
Like
win that
37 of them. Yeah. Every man for themselves, or woman. But yeah.
Yeah.
mornings, yeah.
Jonathan Wells might win that one.
Mornings
He's
in
pretty
Meridian.
tough. He's
Let's-
a big boy.
Stella's
so-
pretty good too
That's
now.
right.
You gotta watch
yeah.
out.
Let's go to the phones quickly. Good morning, caller. Welcome to our show.
Roger, so you can put a name to that. They call that Starlink. And one of your Meridian Aviation employees will give you a heads up of when that comes over, as well as the space station.
So it's called Starlink.
Starlink.
Well, that does look like stars, and it does look like they're linked. So I guess that's a
That's
good name for them.
You came up with that.
I give Elon Musk the kudos for coming up with-
naming.
well, for names like creative names and like Starlink or X.
X,
Or,
Well, the Boring Company. I like that one.
Boring
Because
Company.
they
Yeah.
drill stuff and they're boring.
There you go.
I mean, what better name?
Perfect.
And Scott at the airport will he keeps up with when those things fly over that and the space station out there.
Well,
night before last, the space station and Starlink came over at the same time. You could see both of them.
So that's I happen to maybe I saw the space station too because I saw several satellites.
Probably did. They're kind of in the time where they're kind of right together.
And of course, so it was just kind of I had not seen those before, Freddie. Have you actually physically viewed those Starlink?
Oh, yeah. Scott up at the airport talks about it. He gives he lets me know when they're coming over. And if I'm out in the country, you can't see them in the city because our city is too well lit.
Yeah. Well, I guess
light pollution.
See,
that's right.
I guess I haven't had the conversation with Scott. See, I work, so I'm not able to hang out and just.
What we call this work?
You need to interact with the people that service your other vocation, I guess.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'll be sure and Doesn't seem like he's working the shifts that I'm out there. Just kind of weird.
There's a lot of 2 to 10 stuff.
But in all seriousness, though, he's talking about a fellow who he has a Facebook page where he takes he works at the airport, has for decades, but he takes pictures of airplanes and posts them and does some excellent photography.
Yeah, he's won some awards in some of the national magazines related to the aviation trade. And
what's his Facebook? I know his name is Scott Stevens.
It's just under his name.
Yeah. Okay.
Under his name.
Yeah. So check him out. Yeah. Good. He took that photography kind of as a side, just kind of messing around there at the airport. And boy, as different aircraft come in or the right lighting of the sunsets or things like that, take some very, very awesome photos.
He usually starts, the cookies from Weidman's kind of keep it going.
Well,
when they kind of drop off, he kind of slows down.
It's funny you mention that because we have a wonderful photograph, kind of a sepia tone, I guess you'd call it, photograph of an airplane with a gentleman on a motorcycle in front of it. And it just kind of appeared at Weidman's one day. It was very odd, but very well taken. I don't know if the subject matter is that good, but...
Who is the gentleman?
Well, I say gentleman, but it's somebody we all know and love.
Yeah. Okay.
Sitting on a motorcycle, and he actually put it up there himself to see how long it would take me. It's a Harley, that's right. Put it up there himself to see how long it would take me to notice it, and I think it was 8 hours, 10 hours.
Yeah.
Roger,
he put it amongst all the athletic.
He did, all the famous people, and I was like, who is this non-famous person right there amongst all the others? And so that was really my clue that there was, something was out of place. Although the photograph does still remain there, so we haven't had time to take it down yet, or haven't been bothered.
My cousin is in one of those pictures at White.
Oh, really? Okay.
Pictures. Sure is.
Well, it's not the one with Roger in it, is it?
No.
Okay, good. So it's actually a famous person. Picture. Okay. Oh, all right, good. Somebody who deserves to be there.
That's right. All right. Well, y'all, it's about break time.
And, he's watching our clock for us. Look at you. You're so considerate.
Somebody needs to.
Well, by the way, while we're talking about Meridian Airport, I also met the mural
folks,
the mural team,
muralists.
The artists, the artisans that are painting the murals around town, and they're working on. They worked on a couple of murals at Meridian Aviation, and there's a public day on Saturday. If you want to go put some paint up on a mural, they'll welcome you to come do that on Saturday. And some of us connected to the airport, we're invited Friday to come by there and put a little splash of paint here and there. So that's going to be a very, very nice addition to the scenery for passers-by when they go by Meridian Aviation on the way to the airport.
That's a nice touch. It improves the appearance quite a bit.
Yeah, it really does.
I hope the airport's proud of it.
Yeah, well, I know I am, and there's some good folks that are part of that, and I can't list them all.
And those murals do look good around town. They got the Jimmy Rogers one downtown that is gorgeous, and they've got several others, but that's going to be a neat little addition out there. So.
I'm working on plans for one of you and I, Rob, on the side of Weidman's, kind of with our headsets and the microphones.
Well, you're going to need a bigger building than that.
Anyway. Well, now that's funny because we have one on the side of Weidman's already. So,
you do have a
well,
I know, but
that space has been
taken, there's plenty of brick left there.
No, not really.
We'll take one single brick and we can just do a little pencil drawing or something, little.
Good, because the pencil's erasable, so perfect.
Exactly.
Yes,
that's why I mentioned
washes right off. That's Ideal. Go ahead and do it. One break.
All right. So here we covered it, folks. It's called Starlink.
Link.
Starlink.
And that's Elon Musk. So he, when you get billions and billions of dollars, you can just start sending satellites up into
Just do
space,
it.
and
Send them up.
You can put them in the
Should
string.
send certain people up in space. You know?
Yeah, you got the money.
That's right.
I know
What
who
politicians would like to send up there.
Joe Biden's already in space.
That's true.
Got a lot of space.
Listen, thank you. We are now at the hard break, and I appreciate your call, Freddie. Thank you.
Y'all have a good day.
See ya.
All right, so there you go, and check out Facebook. Scott Stevens, he does some excellent photography of aircraft and things like, and scenery and trains at sometimes. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Stay tuned. Meridian, welcome back. It is the 2 best hours
Just pray for us.
of local.
I do, believe me. Yeah.
Every day.
Well, I heard that on the buzz last night, and I said, hadn't played the Scorpions in a minute, so let's throw them up there.
The buzz.
Mornings in Meridian. By the way, you can hear the Scorpions and other great classic hits on our sister station, 97.9 on your radio dial.
That's right.
Just for the record, none of us have enough hair to even channel any Scorpion.
right.
I mean, that's a hair band.
Yeah.
We're all lacking in that regard.
Yep.
But anyway.
Yeah, okay. It's great to be out there, folks, and we have a caller on the line. Stand by, caller. We're going to get right to you after we tell you that when you hear that sound that'll make a preacher cuss. Rob heard it just last week.
Last Thursday. It was bad, man.
What happened?
The rock hits the windshield.
I was leaving an event up in North Mississippi, and
And never go to North Mississippi.
it was so
There's a
loud.
moral there.
I had to stop the vehicle. What the heck was that? And look down, and there it was.
Have you been to A&A Glass?
Been to A&A Glass, got the complete windshield replacement, insurance company, all smooth process. It was wonderful.
See, right here, folks, and that's where we're telling you that it's the truth. Go to A&A Glass.
That's right. Conveniently located downtown at 217 22nd Avenue, just 2 doors down from the Meridian Children's Museum. Been down 22nd Avenue recently? It looks
yes,
great.
great.
Really does. Very nice. And, of course, they've got a great location down there. They're open 8 to 4 Monday through Friday. Give them a call, 601-693-GLASS. That's an easy number to remember, 601-693-GLASS. They'll beat any price in town. They're the #1 windshield replacement company here in town. 10 years running. Man, they must be doing something right.
10 years running, yes.
That's right. A&A Glass, whether it's a repair or a replacement, they are the place to go.
You know, the thing about it is that windshield replacement, guys, the process, I went in on a Friday because the damage happened on Thursday afternoon, went in Friday, got the insurance quote in the works, and they ordered the windshield, had it in Monday. It took them maybe an hour to get that thing in. It was that quick and easy. So,
All right. Well, there you have it. A&A Glass, folks. Check them out. Adam and Adam, 2 good guys and a good staff. out
that's
there.
right.
Let's take a phone call. Good morning, caller. Thank you for holding. Welcome to our show. What's on your mind?
First of all, I went to the political stump last night.
Okay, good. Tell us,
and
was it hot? Was it hot out there?
Not to me, but
Okay.
I'm very cold-natured.
Oh, okay. All right, gotcha.
but I did take a fan for backup.
There you go.
But my one thing I want to get right off with was I didn't know Michael Cassidy was running for anything.
Really?
Something like District 45. Was that him?
I
There was so
haven't.
much noise, I wasn't sure what I heard.
I don't know about that one now.
Yeah, District 45 is a little bit off the beaten path for us. I don't know why
Yeah.
he wouldn't have been here, Meridian.
And I may have not heard it. Like I said, it was getting near the end and people were getting loud. After the pretty much
Well, it was a
after
concert. It was okay.
Well,
Scorpion
pretty much
concert.
after the candidates for sure spoke, people started talking loud and you couldn't hardly hear. And of course, after
That's
the
not
sheriff
very
talked,
That's not very good. If you had a lot of people talking while other candidates were trying to speak.
Yeah, and of course they were not Calhoun supporters. I looked around to see.
Yeah.
So, anyway, at this speech, the candidate that was invited to your show has not showed up. The same one that won't do the debate. He said that Ward Calhoun spoke in the past, and that we need to change the past. He also, in my opinion, kept referencing things in the city, not in the county. So it makes you wonder what his true agenda is. He mentions the shootings and the crimes and all the problems. And I'm like, well, how does he think he's going to take care of the crime in the city when he basically job is to patrol the county? And he added crime is up. Do you think it's going to be any better when he gets in there, if he gets in there?
Well, I think it was spelled out that the sheriff investigates crimes in all parts of the county, including inside the city, and works in conjunction with the police department as much as they will allow them to. But yeah, it's
Keyword allowed.
yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a very good point.
But it was concerning when they want to change what we have now, and people don't realize it can get worse. And based on someone who has not trained 120 employees, who's not been to FBI school, who's not had 27 years consistent on the job training, dealing with the mental and physical part of this job, that you throw in somebody that has inconsistence in law enforcement, and that's both of them, the one that he wants to choose as his deputy and himself, that's going to be total chaos.
The district attorney, Cassie Coleman, wrote in her post, you're talking about, and this is pertinent to what you brought up about the what the sheriff can do inside the city. She says the sheriff's department cannot, quote, take over the city or the police department, but the sheriff's department does. She's talking about the current administration, the obviously. But the sheriff's department works cases daily throughout the entire county, including the city of Meridian. So,
but that's working cases.
Yeah.
That's not that.
And the sheriff.
I've heard people.
And the sheriff has made it clear that they can. The sheriff's department can respond to non-municipal. I guess. Is that? Are you at the kitchen sink or are you in the restroom?
No.
Kitchen sink.
Say kitchen sink.
I'm at a rain barrel.
Oh, okay. A rain barrel. You don't see too many of those these
That
days.
was the unexpected answer.
But it was better than one of the
Yes,
others.
right. Much better. Thank you. Yes.
That's right. Sometimes I have to go outside.
Use the old rain barrel.
Right?
That would be some very active kidneys.
I tell you. Anyway, we certainly digressed on this phone call, didn't we? But anyway, thank you for checking in with us, and we appreciate your phone call. Thanks for listening out there.
Thank you.
Even if you're listening by the rain barrel.
There you go.
You know, I've noticed. I've seen a couple of people who get those rain barrels, and they really capture water for consumption. It's like the good old days.
Preppers,
Yeah, exactly.
I like it.
Waiting for the end.
All right. It's Mornings in Meridian, 601-485-9191. Love to hear what's on your mind. And let me go back to something this person said, too. The thing about it, one of the reasons why we have invited candidates to come on Mornings in Meridian is because we do a couple of things. We give them plenty of time to present their platform. And then, we'll ask them a couple of questions, things like that. But we try to make sure that everybody's fair. And guess what? You can present. You don't have just a short, limited amount of time to present your platform. And you don't have people mingling through the crowd, making noise. And you can get your message out there clearly.
Well, and I'm going to say
a lot more than just a couple dozen people.
And I'm going to say this, too. We've all had candidates on here, but all three of us been on here. A couple of us been on here. I think we can all agree, listeners out there who listen to this show can agree as well, that we have been really, really good to everybody that has walked in this room and sat down and presented their platform. And some have been back more than once. We sent invitations, not out just once, but twice. For these folks to come in, and we've even had some Democrats in here as well. We're actually going to have
even Democrats.
What? I wasn't here for that day.
Yeah. So, but I think we've been good to all these folks, and I continuously say we've got great candidates running. They're great folks, and we've been good to all of them.
I think that underlying it all is that we all three of us have a fundamental respect for anybody who's going to put their hat in the ring. And just to say, hey, if you're going to run, I respect that. I don't know that I would do that personally, but hey, good on you for doing that. And so there is a certain amount of respect that's afforded to them just for the fact that they're putting their name on there.
And we thank everybody who does that, who puts themselves.
Of course, it's fantastic.
Because democracy is about choice, and you don't have a choice unless people run. So, good on you for doing that. Our number here, 601-485-9191. Speaking of running, who is it that is enjoying the indictments more that are presented against Donald Trump?
Wow.
In your opinion, is it the Democrats?
Mike Pence?
Or is it the Republican? The
which
Republicans
one,
running?
though? I thought we were talking about an individual.
No.
As a group, I don't know.
Which group is appreciating it more?
Well, the squad, I think, is pretty happy about it. They got the whole cheerleading squad going, and woo-woo. Indict.
I don't know Jack Smith,
Jack. Oh,
but
right.
he presents the
He doesn't
third.
know Jack either.
He nervously presented the third indictment against Trump, of course, relating to the election in Georgia, where don't tell Ms. Abrams that she's not the governor because she doesn't know that yet.
Wait a
telling her.
minute.
She
Shouldn't she
kinda
be
scares me.
charged with something? If she,
I don't doubt it. Not just denying the election.
Oh,
okay, yeah. Well, yes. Well, in a normal judicial system, if something was to be,
I thought so.
if you were to weaponize the judicial system against political foes, then it should go both ways. But no, that's in a fair world.
Oh, okay.
Not currently
Hey,
in the
nobody ever
United
said
States of
life's
America.
fair. Come on now.
Nobody ever said it.
Well, they actually have said it, but they're wrong if they say you're trying to.
Life is fair.
Life ain't fair. That's the way it goes.
I remember Dad used to say that.
Life isn't fair.
Life isn't fair. Get over it.
Yeah. Did you ever get over it?
I did.
Okay, good.
I did. Dad gave some pretty good advice. He said there's no such word as can't.
Well, there is actually.
Well, see,
It's a
he
contraction,
only
but-
went to the 8th grade, so I
okay.
didn't want to say that to him and
It's
make
right
him
there
feel
in the
bad.
dictionary. Okay.
Yes, but
I will say one thing about the indictment that came down yesterday. You mentioned Pence. Pence really has never been the guy to kind of lash out. He's been kind of just a mild-mannered guy. You know, you see some of his interviews, and I know he's running for president now, but the statement that they released yesterday
Yeah.
it did not hold back one bit about the indictment yesterday. I'm just going to read just a quick little quote here from the Pence statement yesterday. It says, today's indictment serves as an important reminder anyone who puts himself over the Constitution should never be president of the United States. I will have more to say about the government's case after reviewing the indictment. The former president is entitled to the presumption of innocence, but with this indictment, his candidacy means more talk about January 6th and more distractions. As Americans, his candidacy means less attention paid to Joe Biden's disastrous economic policies, afflicting millions across the United States, and to the pattern of corruption with Hunter. So Pence went on to, well, I'm not going to read the rest. That's pretty lengthy, but that's just kind of a quick quote there. Of course, as mentioned, about Pence, not overturning anything in the chamber that day, and they had a big delay on certifying the election. And, of course, Pence has been hammered pretty hard on that, which Pence really doesn't have a prayer of being the Republican nominee. I think we can all agree on that. But Trump is still the clear favorite. But how much more can Trump go with these legal fees continuing to mount on and on and on? It's like he's
People just giving him money.
I mean, he's just hemorrhaging money, but there's more money coming in from supporters out there.
Sure.
So, but it's how much more water can the boat take?
Yeah, and then you got to hand it to Pence. I mean, he's stuck by his guns, regardless of whether or not you agree with him.
Yeah.
This was the stance that he took 2 years ago, and it's still the same stance. And he has not succumbed to any pressure, and there has been an extraordinary amount of pressure put on him by the establishment. And so, agree with him or disagree with him, I think admiration certainly for his stance and his commitment to that stance, is worthy. But,
yeah, I really think that the Republican candidates are probably the most thrilled about the indictments because
sure.
that just
all the rest of them, the other 37, but however many there are.
Yeah,
I mean, even more than the Democrats or even the squad.
Well, I think that some are they've got the stance that this is a crime, and those who are aligned with Trump and who are kind of riding the coattails, if you will. And there's also maybe a strategic thing that if there's an expectation of a conviction, then they can, because they've ridden those coattails, move into that number one slot. So it may be a pretty savvy political move to kind of rail against the indictments.
Yeah, the Trump statement.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Trump's statement to everyone yesterday says, "Thank you to everyone. I have never had so much support on anything before. This unprecedented indictment of a former highly successful president and the leading candidate by far in both the Republican Party and the 2024 general election has awoken the world to the corruption, scandal, and failure that has taken place in the United States for the past 3 years." Trump wrote, "America is a nation in decline, but we will make it great again, greater than ever before. I love you all." So he had that written statement, then he had a video on Truth Social that he released as well. So
he loves us.
Yeah,
Just put that
There
out
you go.
there.
I love you.
I love you. Huge love.
I saw a Trump 2024 hat yesterday, and I told the guy I like that hat.
There you go.
All right, so Mornings in Meridian. We'll take a break, come back. Stay tuned for more up ahead. Oh, nothing like the sound of the sweet harmony of the Forrester sisters. Was listening to 105.7 the other day and heard that song.
The legend.
Yes, 105 The Legend. So when you're not listening to talk radio, which we hope you are right now, and just check it out. On 105.7 The Legend, you'll hear the Forrester sisters, another great female acts or male acts, whatever.
However,
got any of those other ones in between?
However you identify today. You know?
I can't think of any that are identify in trans position, but I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, you do you.
That's right.
Mornings in Meridian. I'll tell you what you do. You get to, quit talking about putting a new roof on and just get it done.
Yeah, when you're ready to, you know who to call.
You should be ready. If you need a new roof, you're ready to roof, so call Ready to Roof.
Because they're ready to roof. And we're ready to do the ad for them.
There you go.
Okay, Ready to Roof, your only award-winning local roofing company. They've been qualified as Master Elite Certified Roofers. Pretty impressive. And only 2% of all roofing companies in the country have qualified as such. So you know it's a pretty high honor that they've achieved. Call today for your free estimate, 601-573-1150. Of course, you can also set up an interview online at ready2roof.com. And what's great about Ready to Roof is they have financing options available. Low monthly payments for that brand new roof. Ready to Roof. 601-573-1150, or their website, set up an appointment, ready2roof.com.
All right. While you're thinking about that, Rob, do you know where somebody could go and get a good breakfast this morning, or maybe a good lunch?
Or dinner.
Or maybe a good Thanksgiving dinner every Sunday.
Oh, it's going to be at the Magnolia Restaurant, the Queen City Truck Stop. All you got to do is take exit 150, and you can start out with the long haul breakfast this morning. And, of course, they got daily lunch specials at the Magnolia Restaurant. And, of course, what's on that menu today?
Chicken and dumplings.
Whoa!
I'm getting hungry. I think I'm going to leave right now and go get some.
Oh, man.
Of course, they got the hamburger steak as well. Fried chicken. That's my personal favorite. And fried or grilled pork chops. And they always got the veggie plates over there. And the Biggie Burger.
Big.
We don't know how big it is, but it's humongous. It'll feed a family of 4 for like a week.
Get the banana pudding, too.
Oh, banana pudding.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm there. The coffee's hot.
He's
The
pronouncing it wrong.
Nanner
pudding.
No.
pudding.
I was close. But the coffee is hot, the air conditioner is cold, and the service is friendly. Go check them out. The Queen City Truck Stop, the Magnolia Restaurant. Give them a call, 601-482-0259.
I had the privilege several years ago to be in Deadwood, South Dakota, and see the actual chair, or the actual position where, yes, Wild Bill Hickok was sitting when he was killed, playing the dead man's hand there. And he died on this day back in 1876.
Do they let you sit in the chair, or you can't?
I didn't.
Like
I thought I might get shot or thrown out.
Yeah, thrown out. And you're not allowed back there either now. Darn.
We'll take a break.
Aircraft carrier.
And come back. taking care of business. Been to the break room. Been to the rain barrel.
Yeah.
Hey, we got one of those?
We should get one.
Yeah, I think we need one.
We should get a rain barrel.
Okay.
And Ben got some fresh coffee. We're off and ready for the next hour of the two best hours of local live talk radio. You heard the voice of Charles Frazier, and you see his face if you're watching online. Say hi, Charles.
Hi.
Okay. Also, say hi to Rob Atkinson.
Hello.
All the way from Meehan, Mississippi.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
He's the mayor of Meehan, and this hasn't really told the rest of the constituents, but yep, he's in charge.
Well,
How's this? Is the store still open down there? I mean,
yes, sir.
Okay.
The store?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Okay.
got a store. They got a store in Meehan.
Whoa.
I mean,
Or you know what, a Dollar General may pop up. You never know.
I'm sure it will. Just randomly. There it is. Where'd it come from?
Have you seen the
overnight, they build them.
Have you seen the warning sign on the web going around that says, warning no Dollar General for the next quarter mile? Mornings, everybody.
How can we survive that quarter mile?
601-485-9191 is our talk line. Good morning, caller. Welcome to our show.
Good morning, Roger and the guys.
Morning.
Hey,
Good morning.
How y'all doing?
we're doing good.
Better now that you're here. What's up?
I'm fixing to ring your bell.
Oh,
All right, let's do it.
Roger
Let's do
rang it. All right.
All right. I was sitting here that night at the when they was counting the ballots and the votes and stuff.
Yeah.
I happened, and I mean, it was. I don't know. I just staring at it, watching the figures come in. The last thing that I remember was Trump was way ahead of everybody, and then the board just went blank. Has anybody else paid any attention to that other than me?
You talking about on the night of the election, Trump had a big lead, and all of a sudden the board kind of disappeared and reset or something like that?
Yes, sir. It's a shame, man. Nobody got no video, at least that part of it there.
I mean, I know through the night, once they were counting when they were counting the votes, I know they had declared, just trying to go back in time here, guys, Florida had been declared that night, Ohio had been declared, but those states that have come up in the indictments, obviously they did not declare the night of the election, and Trump did have a lead at one point, I know, in Pennsylvania, and I think a small lead in Wisconsin, but, obviously that kind of flipped on the other end there, so...
Once those suitcases started arriving into the
There you go.
Right,
Yeah, the trunk started opening up and everything.
I got some more ballots here.
Y'all
We
missed
found a
these.
bunch.
Oh, we're going to have to count all those candidates. No, they're all just Biden ballots. That's all. I think what we're not paying attention to is that I think Trump, you can't be president of the United States in a major election and not have some information come to you about what's happening out there. And I think Trump has had enough information about illegal voting or false voting or, stuffed ballots, whatever. They probably had some legitimate information about this. There was, and nobody. But the problem was, it just never got traction because the whole thing was beat Trump. So he had the information, he had the intel that there had been either ballot harvesting or stuffed the boxes with. There was cheating going on.
Well,
he knows that. He's been told that there was
Yeah.
cheating going on, but it without the news media on your side, it doesn't get traction, and so therefore not enough people in the so then that gives everybody else, he should have accepted the election and the results, there probably was some cheating in some areas, but not enough to sway the election, and therefore this is a nothing burger, let's move on.
Well, the thing about it is, too, guys, the one part of this that doesn't hold a lot of water, which how much water does any of these indictments really hold, to be honest with you? But if he's being accused of questioning the results of an election, what about Stacey Abrams in Georgia? What about Nancy Pelosi, that tweet that she sent out when Trump did get elected in 2016? Like our democracy has been stolen. Like all of these people have done the exact same thing. But once again, we go back to that two-tier justice system in our country.
Have we heard Hillary Clinton say that she lost the
that's-
election in 2016 fair and square? Have we heard her say that?
I don't really listen to Hillary, I got to say.
Yeah.
When she comes on, I turn off. I'm like,
you don't still listen to
just
Hillary
turned off
Clinton.
again. Just turned off again. Okay.
I'm sorry. We kind of hijacked your
Well,
call
yeah,
there.
sorry there.
Anything else, caller?
Right.
I just want to, simplify there that I was looking at it straight on, and
Yeah.
he had some pretty good numbers. I mean, big high numbers.
Well, I think just because of a board going blank, I mean, I know it could be in the process of maybe changing the numbers as they have been updated. It could be any number of those things. So I don't know that necessarily by itself constitutes fraudulent, fraud in the election. But I hear your point.
I just wonder how many people has thought of that or, knew that. I was just wondering,
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, thank you.
Well, listen,
All right,
thank you
thanks.
for the phone call. Appreciate that. 601-485-9191. Put you on the show with us. 601-485-9191. For somebody who did not like listening to Hillary, why did I do an impersonation?
It was terrible, too.
It was terrible.
But it was still disturbing.
Enough. It was
Yeah,
close
it was,
enough to
close
really
enough then, really.
make your skin crawl.
I mean,
Yeah, pretty much.
even Bill kind of went, whoa.
That Bill never listens to what I say.
You better.
Mornings in Meridian.
Just doesn't listen there at all.
Good morning.
You could disappear.
Good
Yeah,
morning,
it's true.
caller.
Yeah,
Welcome to our
watch your
show.
back.
Hello. You're on the air.
Hello, how are y'all doing?
Hey, now.
Morning.
Yeah, I was just wondering, those indictments, are they holding the court process on Trump like in New York, or is it in Washington or in between there? Do y'all know?
This particular indictment that came down yesterday, they're going to Washington, D.C. on this one. This is the federal court. So
But some of them are in New York, right?
correct.
Indict-
Yeah, the
In
three
Atlanta.
the three
Well, all the jurors are practically going to be Democrats.
Oh.
And I saw on TV, because New York's a big Democratic state, how is he going to get a fair trial? And on top of that, when they used the Diebold or Diebold machines in the last federal presidential election, they had used them in Venezuela, and they knew they were fraudulent machines to begin with.
Come
and they
on.
used those Diebold or Diebold machines in that election. And that's all I got to say. Y'all have a great day. Enjoy your show. Bye-bye.
Appreciate
All
that.
right. Thank you. Good call there.
Well,
Right?
Venezuelan election
And I
machines.
think, speaking of these three indictments, because what are we up to, 3 now?
Oh, I can't keep track.
We're losing count.
3 and climbing.
They put a percentage of the folks that actually voted for Trump in these 3 locations. D.C., obviously, it was in single digits. It was like 5%. New York City, and I guess it would be New York County, I guess, is where it would be technically wherever they're going to hold this other trial or whatever. It was like maybe 10% of people voted for him there. And in Fulton County, Georgia, it was like just over 26% of people voted for Trump. So they put those were in this last 2020 election. So, yeah, you got to worry about, is it going to be a fair and partial deal with the jury selection? And obviously, when you look at those numbers in those 3 locations, rightfully so. So.
Mornings in Meridian. Good morning, caller. Welcome to our show.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. Y'all hear me okay?
Yep.
A little bit cracked up there, but you're coming through okay. Let's see how this goes.
Well, that's just my cracked up voice. I have a cracked up voice. So, hey,
As long as you don't have Hunter's crack, we're good.
Right.
So.
Cracked up
No.
life. Yeah.
no.
Hunter's crack. Is that not having your camos up?
Whoa, that's a different thing.
That's a different crack.
Man, had
Just
to go
wondering.
there. Pull them up.
Hey, I want to know how. Well, if he can get that crack and they can't find out who put it in there, I want to know how can I get a bug? How can I get a bug in the somewhere in the Oval Office or somewhere? I need to get a bug in there. Think I'd be able to sneak a bug in there and take Joe?
Well, do you really want to listen to what goes on in the Oval Office?
Yeah. Wherever he's at privately, that's what. Yeah, I want.
He probably didn't say a whole lot anyway.
They tell him what to say, exactly.
Yeah.
Give me some ice
Tell him
cream.
what to say. Right.
Come on, man.
But listen, what I called for this morning, and good morning, Jimmy. Y'all got a great program. But what I called for this morning is, I like rebuttals. If when the Dems come out and say something, we need immediately rebuttal. For instance, John P.L. Jones or whatever her name is, when she say we working on a broken immigration, we got a broken immigration problem, and no one ever asked What does a broken immigration problem have to do with 3-4 million people illegally coming across the border, lady?
Come on, preach it.
Yeah. 3 million just coming across illegal, forcefully drugs and everything else. And all that is because we got a broken immigration. Come on, get out of here. You know.
Well, we're going to make them cops now.
I heard that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's crazy. And then you got Mr. Jeffrey, George Jones Jeffrey, come out and say, well, when the Republicans take over the House, all they're gonna do is spend their time with investigation. Well, that's what y'all did. Spent time trying to impeach President Trump, and you got nothing done your whole time. So what's gonna be the difference?
That's
We
the
just
that's the
following y'all
tragedy.
example.
The tragedy of all this is I guess the ball keeps getting hit across the net back and forth, and nothing ever really gets done.
Well, and the sad part about it is you got the Republicans on one side of the net, you got the Democrats obviously on the other side, and who's the net? The American people, and nothing gets done.
And nothing get done. And then, but on the other hand, the not the House, but the Senate, whoever Nancy girl and them at, okay, they get all these bills through. Well, the same bills could have got through when the Republicans had it over there, but y'all was against everything that they come forward. And it's just crazy that all these good bills that come up, they are not allowed on the floor. That's just mind-boggling to me.
Very good point there, sir.
It really is.
You're
And
paying
I had
attention. I said you're paying attention. I appreciate that.
Well, anyway, Roger, with your influence, with your influence,
My influence.
See if you can get them reporters to do a good rebuttal on everything that come out. Ask a question, please.
All right.
Have them to do that. Oh,
All right.
yeah, I got it, Roger. I got it. I just came to me. Okay, Joe and his gang always coming out and saying no one's above the law, and the same way about Schumer. They always come out and speak on the mic. Where are we at when we say no one's above the law with Hunter?
Well, what they mean to say is no one Republican is above the law.
Yeah.
No one Republican. They leave one word out, but they it makes it sound good. But what they really mean, no one Republican is above the law.
Depends on what Republican, though.
Now there's a good point.
Depends on what Republican. And I wish our news reporter on the right side really repeat that, please.
I hear you.
You only mean when it's the other side. Well, anyway, we listening in, gentlemen, and we already got our votes ready. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But wherever it's broke at, we're going to try to fix that now, okay?
I hear you.
All right.
Loud and clear.
Come August the 8th.
Everybody get out and vote. Do it legally. That's right.
Legally.
Yeah.
All right, good question. Good call. Thank you, sir.
All right, gentlemen. Y'all have a great one.
He's getting out of his truck.
There you
He's
go.
leaving.
He's
He's exiting the vehicle.
Yeah.
The man on the street is exiting the vehicle.
As long as Don Jill's in charge, I don't think there's going to be any illegal going on.
That's what we have here in Lauderdale County. We do have the luxury of having a great system
You darn right.
and a great circuit clerk. I'm going to tell you what, Donna Jill Johnson. So and great election commission. So so that's all fine and good. You know, if you really want to start something, if you want to start something,
You want to start something?
yeah, you want to start something?
I don't want to start anything.
Well, I do, and that's why.
What do you want to start?
I want to start my car, my trucks, my tractors.
In about an hour, I want to start my car.
Okay, well, that Battery
Get
One
out.
Source is a place you need to know.
That's exactly right. 2618 North Frontage Road, in between exit 152 and 153. John Dufour has batteries for every need and description. Watches, remote cell phones, even laptop computers. And if your laptop computer doesn't have a battery that works, you know what it is? It's a desktop. Well, make it a laptop once again. Go see John Dufour. Of course, if your cell phone's broken, they got the best cell phone repair guy in the business. Bring it on down for a quick fix. And if your golf cart isn't running, they're the best at that too. Battery One Source, your one source for batteries. 2618 North Frontage Road, 601-693-1500, open 8 to 4:30, Monday through Friday.
All right, it's Mornings in Meridian, and a little bit of consumer heads up here for you. Amazon. I know that probably just about every one of you have probably ordered something through Amazon or from Amazon. And they're warning users about scams that are going around, scams that involve phone calls, texts, and emails. So all this time saving of shopping at home is going to be wasted on spending time to make sure you avoid scams. But one of them involves reference to your Prime membership or an expensive membership fee, with scammers asking folks to confirm or cancel the charge, along with providing payment or a bank account information to reinstate membership.
Or send your social security number.
Yep.
In another scam,
Mother's maiden name.
yes, all of
Favorite
that.
morning drink.
And what is that password again? In another scam, users are told that their account will be suspended or deleted. Ooh! Then they're directed to click on a bogus link or verbally provide information to verify the account. Amazon is reminding customers they will never ask you to provide payment information for products or services over the phone.
So are they reminding people over the phone? Or texting them or emailing them?
They're using this.
I mean, how do you get that information out if everybody's using those kind of avenues for communication for fraud?
I know it.
That's
Isn't
like
this
when you,
real?
Well, when you get the text message, I mean, we've seen those before. When you get the text message from some random number you don't know, and it says "click on this link," folks, don't do
click.
it.
On the link.
Don't do it.
Click on the delete link.
Don't be a dumb bunny.
Don't be dumb, dumb bunny.
To quote somebody. We
Yeah.
know. Yes, absolutely.
But yeah, I got one of those a few days ago, and I was like, "What the heck is this?" And I was like, "Delete." So I mean, just if it's a number not in your phone, and just don't even trust it. Period. In paragraph.
It really affects the elderly. And my parents get those, and they're like, "Oh, wait a minute, I better click on it." And I'm like, "Oh, Dad, why'd you do that?" Well, it said do.
What are you gonna jump off the bridge too?
Well, there's a certain trust. I guess an ignorance of technology, but also a certain trust of communication. So it's kind of old school where you actually trusted people.
Yeah.
So it wasn't all that fraud back there, or not as many ways to be fraudulent. Maybe is a better way to describe it. Anyway,
If you just shop local in person, you have to worry about
that's
this.
exactly right. Pay cash.
Yeah.
Well, the
Pay for it in
reason
gold. There you go.
the reason
Silver coins.
scammers are out there is because people are falling prey to the scammers, and if the intelligence of the next person is any indicator, you know why they're out there. Because in Mississippi, apparently a 21-year-old who was about to finish serving a 7-year sentence. Well, not 7 year. Let's see. Let me get this story straight here, guys and gals. This week, Kendrick Huffman, 21, pleaded guilty to 2 counts of kidnapping. Huffman was close to completing a 7-year sentence for aggravated assault and expected to be released. Must have been as a juvenile. However, the prisoner escaped last August, breaking into a nearby home and holding 3 people at gunpoint for hours. Authorities say Huffman then stole a car from one of the hostages, crashed it, fled on foot, and then was later found hiding in the trash can. He was
Hiding in a trash can.
Wow.
What?
He was apprehended 2 miles from prison. So now
Well, it's a good thing they weren't picking up the garbage.
he was about to get out of prison. I guess he did this when he was 21, so he's much older now.
Okay.
But instead of finishing the sentence, he gets out and then goes on this. I guess he just maybe he was afraid that he was going to miss prison. I said, I got to do something to make sure I stay here.
Oh, that's it.
Maybe that was it.
Sort of the Brooks thing, in Shawshank. I actually want to stay there, but anyway.
Shawshank. Good movie. I like that.
that's great.
Yeah, well,
It's hard
it's
to-
on all the time. You can watch it at any point.
It's hard to pass that one.
I guess if he was hiding in a trash can, I guess it'd be one of those big, ones
Could be
you
a
see outside of
dumpster,
a dumpster.
yeah.
Or
Oh, like
something
that.
that.
Well, I was thinking can because it didn't say dumpster.
Yeah,
so
well,
one of
that's
the blue
true.
ones, and
Yeah.
Well, if I
like
was
I
going,
said, a good thing it wasn't garbage day because then it would have been awkward.
if I was
Weird.
going to if I was going to hide in a trash can, I'd get a big old furry suit and big eyeballs and just kind of.
There's a whole subculture for that. I don't want to get into that.
I don't know if they're hidden in the
Sesame Street,
Oh, I thought you were going
the
like
character-
furries or something, but anyway.
The
If
character
they're
from
hidden
Sesame
in
Street.
hidden in the trash can, there'd be a lot of those leaflets that you get from these politicians in the trash cans. So
that's where
what
I
they
put
were
most
in.
of mine. So, except the candidates we have on here, which I love.
There's like one bag in your trash can devoted just to that.
Yeah.
Unit 1 to base, just want to report that we have apprehended the suspect, found him hiding behind the coroner sign.
There it is.
I had to do that.
Wow.
Several of them put together. You can hide behind them, I guess.
Yeah, you have a whole mountain of them.
Maybe I'll just tell
Mount
people that
Coroner
Tony
sign.
Creel is a good man. Just anytime you feel like you
Coroners, I swear.
forget Amazon, forget shopping online, go down and see Tony Creel at Tony Southern Sportsman and get something great out of his store.
Of course, and you know what's great about Tony is he is an expert on everything outdoor. I mean, if you got any questions at all, you don't know the answer to anything, Tony's going to help you with it. He's got everything for your outdoor adventure, whether it's camping, hiking, fishing, hunting, you name it, he's got it down there. Archery?
Yeah.
Yep, he's got a little archery range down there as well, and he can sell you a bow and all of the equipment that you need to get involved with archery, and he can even tune your bow. Tony the Tuner. That's exactly right. Go see him. He's at 1724 Front Street. Give him a call, 601-693-4111. And, of course, he's open 8:30 to 5 Monday through Friday, and, again, 8:30 to 1 on Saturday. Just conveniently located right under the 18th Avenue overpass across from the train station, or the train museum, I should say. But just a great guy, and he's got all kinds of products, and he is an expert in every one of them.
Yes.
He knows it all.
Tony.
Southern Sportsman.
Tony Southern Sportsman. It's Mornings in Meridian. We want to hear from you. Our number here is 601-485-9191. We'll come back. We'll tell you what's coming up ahead in the next couple of days, because I know we're going to have the Navy tomorrow, but also some statewide candidates. We'll bring you all that information update here in just a little bit.
And we got cash we're giving away too.
Ooh, I'd like some of that. Can I get some?
Nothing says
You like
I
20
love
bucks?
you like cash. That's great.
Yes.
All right, we'll be back. Stay tuned. Little Brooks and Dunn this morning. Check them out on our sister station, 105.7, The Legend. Yeah. That's some good stuff there. What's her name? Ronnie and Kix?
Kix and Ronnie.
Kix and Ronnie. There you go. Well, it's Roger B., it's Charles Frazier, and it's Rob this morning.
Good morning.
The whole team here. On this Wednesday, it's Hump Day.
Mike.
Second day of August already.
Yeah, what month is it? I
Yeah,
don't
what
even know
month
the
are we in?
year. Oh.
Yes.
But I know the season. It's summer.
It's summer season. You know, we were talking a little bit about shopping online and all the rest. And, folks, please, to help your community, to help keep it strong, don't order supplies online when you can go right down there on Highway 45 in Marion and talk to the good folks at Southern Business Supply.
That's right. And you know what's great about them is that if you order something from them, they will deliver it the next day.
Yeah.
Amazon don't do that. You got to wait like 2-3 days. No. And so
Got to be put on a big plane, and then got to put it on a
going
big
to
truck.
plane and
and
a
then-
truck and then a little truck and then maybe to get there.
Yeah.
No, but Southern Business Supply will deliver directly from Southern Business Supply to your home or office. Just give them a call, 601-485-2447. Of course, they got a great website as well where you can order everything, and that's southernbusinesssupply.com. And I've ordered stuff all the time from them, pens, pencils, you name it. They've got it, file folders, anything like that, paper, and they'll bring it there the next day. So you don't need to order from Amazon or you think maybe I'll get over to one of those big box stores later on this afternoon. Nope, couldn't do it. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Thursday. No. And so
Just call.
Just call, exactly, and they'll bring it right to you.
All right.
It's easy. And, of course, they've got everything you need for your office, janitorial supplies, the water cooler jugs, break room supplies, and even furniture, and they'll bring that to you as well. They've got an in-house designer that can help with your office decorating needs.
There you have
Pretty
it.
sweet.
Yep.
SouthernBusinessSupply.com. Give them a call, 601-485-2447. Buy local.
Buy local.
Well, guys, do you see the update on the, of course, we had it on our local news here. The Meridian Police Department did issue a statement about the incident that happened yesterday. It was around the area of 19th Street and 44th Avenue. As of last night, detectives with the Meridian Police Department said there was an incident, disturbance between a couple, and the alleged victim said there was no weapon involved. There was reports earlier yesterday, it was about 2:30 yesterday afternoon, that there was a man with a gun making threats. A man with a long gun reported to have pointed the gun at another person in a threatening manner, but now they're coming out and saying that there was no gun involved. So gotta love it when all the facts come out instead of jumping to conclusions. So the Meridian Police Department set that record straight as of last night. So
What does it look like when you point a gun at somebody in a non-threatening way?
yeah, exactly. I was kind of wondering that myself.
Describe how that looked.
Well, I mean, if you hey, will you see if there's anything in my barrel?
yeah. Let me
That's kind of not threatening.
Yeah.
Hey, Bubba, check out this barrel. Will you look down there, please?
Can you say if there's anything? That's pointing a gun in a non-threatening
It
area.
is. That's about the only way that I can think of. Yeah.
And I guess pointing a gun in
Gun at another person in a threatening manner.
It's just pointing one at him.
Yeah.
You son gun.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now look, is there a dirt dauber up in there?
Because I keep pulling that trigger, ain't nothing coming out. Will you look?
Click, 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 click.
Here, let's test this. Hang on. Pop.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's non-threatening.
These and other stories that'll be told at the coroner's convention.
Yes, they will.
Oh man.
Regaled with those stories.
You know, I could buy more local, Rob, if I were able to win a whole bunch of money.
That's right. That's right. I got some money for you.
You do?
What?
Well, not for you, but for the folks out there.
Well, tell us about that. What's going on with that?
WALTmeridian.com. That is our brand new website. It's been up a couple months now, and we got a brand new contest running through the month of August. It is our end of summer cash giveaway, sponsored by Data Street Marketing here on Mornings of Meridian and WALT. Simply log on to WALTmeridian.com. You will see the end of summer cash giveaway link.
WALTmeridian.com.
And boys not eligible to win.
You click on that link, and there's a little bit of information that you fill out, a couple of categories there, and you are in the running for a $5,000 cash prize.
5,000. Wow. Now, is it actually cash or is it check?
Probably a check.
Okay. So, either way.
We're not going to give him a suitcase.
Check prize.
It's a
We'll have a
combination of gift cards.
Yeah.
$5,000 worth of gift
What,
cards.
like Bed Bath & Beyond, Blockbuster?
Yeah.
You win them all. Great.
We'll have a suitcase with
JCPenney.
cash and the votes from the 2020 election in there. How about that?
And how do we sign up for it? Wow. Gosh.
There's the missing votes.
Well, I can tell you, the day that I finally win a bunch of cash, that's when the government will go to digital currency.
There you go.
That'll just be the way it works for me.
Right,
It's
the
like,
next day.
So if you've been trying to, stand in line to get those Mega Millions tickets and all that, you don't have to stand in line. Jump on your computer. Register. That easy. You don't have to wait in line.
WALT-Meridian.com.
It's easy.
All right, register for
Easiest-
$5,000.
Easiest thing you will do all day.
Oh man, sounds good. All right, well that says it all right there. All right. Mornings in Meridian. Let's see what else is going on. What's going on in your world out there? Give us a call, 601-485-9191. We talked about the indictment for the president. That's all kind of national stuff.
Yeah, the national shows are going to hit you over the head with that today, so just be prepared.
Statewide races tomorrow. Is that the day for the lieutenant governor candidates?
Yeah, we're going to have a busy day tomorrow. It's going to start at right as we get on the air tomorrow morning. Delbert Hoseman will be on the phone with us tomorrow, busy on his campaign trail. And then between candidates, Roger, we are going to have a representative from NAS Meridian on the show tomorrow, and it's going to be Lieutenant Commander Josh Mattingly with Training Air Wing 1. He's a safety officer there with the training wing there, so he'll be on the program with us at 7:30 tomorrow. And then at 8:30, Lieutenant Governor candidate Chris McDaniel will be stopping by the studio at 8:30 tomorrow. So if you're been following this lieutenant governor's race, tomorrow is definitely going to be your show. And also,
Tune in.
Did get a confirmation for another guest on Friday. He's already visited us once here recently, but Chick Johnson's going to stop back by Friday. Of course, he's running on the Democratic side for District 1 judge out here in the county, so he'll be swinging by on Friday to give us one last look at his campaign going into Tuesday.
Less than a week away, fellas.
And then Monday, we've got two more candidates, the final two local ones. We're going to have Michelle Joyner on the program running for that Justice Court, District 1 seat on the Republican side, and Nick Lisi will be stopping by on Monday as well. So this is kind of the last few candidates we're going to have in. We do have some open slots still available, for Friday, and we might be able to squeeze you in on Monday as well. So for you folks out there who have gotten the invites, invitation's still open to you.
Sure.
There it is. All right, that's why it's called the 2 best hours of local live talk radio here in East Mississippi and West Alabama. All right, you might want to be careful if you if you're a realtor or you provide some in-home service for people. Maybe you go in and do repairs or things like that. Just remember that we live in the age of cameras.
Oh yeah,
I saw that story.
Well, I don't know if you saw the one that I'm about to read.
Cameras.
Yep. They're all over.
Hello.
Mercy. Whose idea was this?
It's Rob's.
Yeah, Rob. No, it wasn't Rob.
Oh, okay.
I know. Anyway, a realtor was popped $15,000 fine after home surveillance footage caught him rifling through a client's refrigerator and helping himself to gulps from the family's milk container. That's right. Boy, I guess his name is Michael or Michelle, or it's a guy. You call him Mike. Mike Rose.
Mike.
He was killing time between showings of a house that back in July when he started poking around the family's fridge. What's more, Fullerton claims the hidden camera also caught Rose breaking the arm of her couch when he sat on it.
Good Lord.
Rose has been fined.
Was that after the milk?
It could have
been kind of a bigger guy.
Maybe he sat down on the arm while he was gulping the milk. But anyway, $15,000 fine plus nearly another $2,000 in other expenses, and they have to be paid in the next 6 months. Rose also has been fired from the Fullerton family realtor company and pending further investigation. So.
I hope that milk was good. $15,000 for gulping milk. Is that right? Now, I wonder if he'd used it, because the video actually showed him, with the container to his mouth. I mean, he was drinking right out of the container. If he had gotten a glass, do you think that would have made a difference?
Well,
I think they would have said to you, "Oh, what did you take some milk? Yeah, I was a little thirsty. Do you mind?" I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
I think that have made a big
But
difference.
why didn't he look for the
Nobody wants
booze,
to
the
come-
liquor cabinet? You know what I mean? That's the real question.
I don't want to put milk on my Fruit Loops after somebody else gulped the milk. Yeah.
You eat Fruit Loops?
Well, no,
I think we're
don't.
getting
I was
insight into your.
Well, here's my question: did you guys do that? You do that at the house? You take a little gulp out of the carton and put it back in, or do you get a glass?
Glass.
I'm glass
I
guy.
don't drink milk.
I don't even get a plastic. I
mean,
like
is-
glass.
I mean, like-
glass.
like-
None of those red Solo cups for you, huh?
Not really.
Okay.
Not a big.
I don't drink milk.
So you don't drink. So when you don't drink it right from the carton, you have to get a glass. Okay, there you go.
I do. What about you now?
Yeah, I'm the same way. I got to get a glass. I'm
No,
not
I do
gonna-
that with coffee. I just take the machine on. You know. but Trish doesn't mind. She's like, okay, whatever, fine. Do what you got to do.
That's not the.
A little
That's the
hot
carafe. It's
coming out
not
of
the mug.
Whatever. Carafe. Who cares?
Yeah,
I thought it was just for me.
it's my coffee. I can go
I'm gonna go away. Right?
Yeah, I don't know why I've never been a big fan of the.
Drinking out of the carton.
drinking straight out of the carton.
Yeah.
Why do people do that?
Well, I mean,
I know it's the
I've done it in
convenient-
the past, but
I mean, it's the convenience to take one little gulp and then put it back in. You don't have to dirty up a dish, but it's just a glass. It's one. It's not going to kill you.
But now, on the other hand, a faux pas that I have is, you go to these buffets, or these little, they have the hors d'oeuvres and the chips and the dips and things like that.
Yeah.
They give you the little tongs to get the chips off the plate to put on your plate.
one chip at a
thinking,
time.
How about if I just touch only the chips that I get, and I'll just get my chips and put them on the plate and just avoid the tongs. So that might be a faux pas that I do.
Oh, major one. Yeah,
But,
people talk about that.
Yeah,
Don't go after Roger at the
instead of
buffet.
holding up the line and getting like one chip at a time with the little chip tongs,
Chip tong.
which is a small town in China, actually.
Where coincidentally they make all the chip tongs. So.
And Wuhan is just down the road. There you go.
Having a supply chain issue of chip tongs.
Chip tong.
Chips at a buffet? I haven't seen that.
What kind of buffet do you go to?
Yeah,
That's
I was going to
kinda
ask.
odd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about when you have like a wedding reception or
Oh,
someplace
okay,
like that.
all right.
I
they-
didn't go to those either.
Or the places where they put out a little chip feed for the guests, that kind of thing. So, now,
That sounds like a fancy party. I don't. Yeah. I'm
now
not
when I get
invited
to,
those.
I will say when I get to the peanuts, I do use the spoon. I don't just reach in and grab
Reach
the
in and
peanuts.
grab one.
Okay.
That's like Cousin Eddie
peanut
off of what is it? Vegas
the chip tongue.
Vegas Vacation, where they said, "Look, fresh broccoli." He's like, "Nope." Clark's like, "Nope."
Give me some of that yeller and don't be cheap on me. Oh, man. Mornings in Meridian. We'll take a quick break. Come back. Let us know what's going on in your world. Do you just grab the chips or do you use the tongue?
Chip tong. Chip tong.
In a trap.
I hadn't heard that one in a hot minute.
Well, I heard him sing his other hit, "You'll Never Find." That was on the buzz coming back from Jackson the other day.
Those kind of sneak in there from time to time.
I'm glad Lou Rawls is still, even though he left us in 2006, his music still lives on.
I think you got Charles on that like a baby's touch.
I was like, what the heck was that?
Like Joe
weird.
Biden's touch.
Sniff the hair.
We're finding that unless you're talking about the Grateful Dead, there's not a lot of music
that's
that
not true.
there's not a lot of music that Charles knows out there.
Come on.
He's not
There's some other things.
he's not that versed on some of the genres out there.
Maybe that's true.
Mornings in Meridian, glad you're out there. 601-485-9191. You're with Roger, Rob, and Charles. Good morning, caller. Welcome to our show.
Good morning, children. How everybody is?
Hello, Father.
Daddy.
Hey, I'm going back about 3 segments ago when y'all were talking to Freddie Portman.
We can't remember that.
Yes.
I knew you couldn't. That's why I was trying to hope that Rob could enlighten y'all on what y'all talked about an hour ago. Anyway, so you talked about that Starlink missile, suborbital, flying across the country. I was in Phoenix, Arizona in October 22 on a bus and saw that thing flying across the sky from Bakersfield, California to Florida. We didn't know what in the world it was. I got a video of it. I'll go in and like the Facebook page. Maybe I can tag and post that link to your page for your listeners.
Yeah.
It was very, very neat, but somebody managed to figure out what it was and got on their phone, I guess, Houston for Starlink, and we were listening to the command central of that rocket as it went overhead.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Able to actually listen to it.
Yeah, so it was a pretty neat event, but to see it,
Yeah.
when it came across the sky, it was clear that I've seen a lot of different aircraft, and I knew this wasn't a UAV or UAP or whatever they're calling UFOs now. I knew this was man-made from our planet,
Right.
from Terra. So
It was
anyway,
a close encounter.
yeah, it was a close encounter. It's a really neat video, and it's I'm afraid on Facebook you won't be able to, like on your phone, where you can spread your fingers and zoom in on it, because it is really, really neat looking at it up close. It's got a completely different, the contrail is off the nose of the missile. And it mushrooms out as it goes across the sky. It's really neat to see.
Oh, that is cool. Just love this kind of stuff. And, you know, I'm just sitting there thinking and now watching all the different satellites orbit, and I'm thinking, you know what? We have really just filled up the space above us with a lot of metal and plastic and junk.
Well, it's kind of like the space down below goes over here,
right.
you know? I mean, so
We're
ran out,
Earthlings.
we ran out of places to pollute down here, so we'll just send it up there.
I mean, we got some
Why not?
space. We're going to keep filling it up. There's more.
Hey, that's right.
I suspect. I think the problem we're having with the ozone has nothing to do with the emissions from our down here. I think it's because we've got so much stuff orbiting that's blocking the sun.
Right.
Well, Roger, I'm gonna give you some advice. You do what you want to. But
Okay.
in light of what you just said, I suggest you wear a helmet everywhere you go.
Tin foil, maybe. Yeah, that's what you need.
Yeah, we don't use that little colander much anymore. I'll just use that for my little helmet there.
That's good. Need to use the colander.
Nothing to get through those holes.
The holes in his head. Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah.
All right.
Wear a helmet. That's kind of what I had. Yeah, probably better advice to wear helmets these
Best
days.
advice I've heard all day.
Well, I tell you what we got to do. We've got to say goodbye here, but let's remind people what's happening tomorrow on the show.
Lieutenant Governor candidates Delbert Hoseman, Chris McDaniel will be on the show tomorrow. Also, we'll have a guest from NAS Meridian on the program tomorrow as well. So it'll be a very busy, busy show.
Busy show, and this is the time when Charles leaves us until Monday, but
Tuesday.
Actually, Tuesday next week. So, which will be Election Day, primary day.
Yes.
So very good. Well, you have a good, safe weekend, Charles, and
Well, you too.
we'll see you back on Tuesday, and I'll
Sounds
see you
great.
tomorrow, Rob.
Yep, we'll be here.
And folks, join us again tomorrow for all those fun things. And remember, please, God bless and buy local.
Yes, sir.